What's up, everyone? It's Brooks for you, and today I have another early August 1st review. Today we're going to be looking at LEGO Marvel 76290, The Avengers versus the Leviathan. Now, this is exactly what I want LEGO to making more of, small, again, $50 sets based on a pretty good scene, whether it's, accurate picture or not, that's not always the biggest part, but older film, it's Infinity Saga, great price set, and with a good selection of figures. I mean, you get so many main characters in the set with, honestly, an amazing, amazing build. So yeah, let's get right into it. Here is the set, and first we're taking a look at the figures. I'm going to start with the one that I have most to talk about, and that is this Loki figure. I am not a big fan of these rubbery capes. I think it works on Strange just because he has such a unique cape, but this can just be a regular cape. At the very least, you can take it off so easily. I find that pretty cool. Bad cape. I love the back printing on this figure. And this, I haven't had one of the more recent Loki figures. This is like a, still kind of rubbery, but up here it's harder. It's very interesting material. Again, his old ones were almost entirely rubbery, so it's pretty cool. I love the torso printing on this figure with those gold detailing and the legs. And then of course we have another Tesseract. The Elven sword is absolutely amazing. Here we have on this front of the face, we have this face print. On the back of the face, we have the mask gag version from the end of the Avengers. Honestly, it's a great figure. It really is. I often say, "Oh, Lego Marvel, figures are getting worse over time." Whatever. No, this is a perfect figure. I cannot go and look at the old figures and say, "Oh, this one is worse." This is a 110% upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, this Black Widow. Now, actually, I happen to have here one of the original Black Widow figure. I'm not going to take her out of the bag right now, but this torso is unfortunately swapped around the wrong way, but I'm still not the biggest fan of that face print. Even though this face I don't think is the best either. Honestly, I think it's really hard to capture the likeness properly, but really just the figure itself, this new figure is so good. And with arm printing, they are giving us arm printing now more regularly. I mean, I guess I'm not saying more regularly, but now actually in sets. This is great. I hope they continue doing this. It was great on the Batman line, and it's just absolutely great here to see. I am so glad for that, and of course, just the absolutely amazing Black Widow detailing we've come to expect. I just love when they do Black Widow figures justice. She's my favorite Avenger, so I'm always happy for them to do another good Black Widow figure. Here we have the Chitauri. Now, I think it's my very first this new design Chitauri, and it looks really, really good. He also comes with this gun. Sorry, lied. I got two from that Endgame battle pack. I think it was one. It was really one or two. Back printing and also back head printing. Great. I love that they're starting to use back head printing for designs on the back head for things other than reversible heads. Here we have our 2012 style Captain America. He looks great. I'm not the biggest fan of this suit personally, but I think they've captured it pretty well. And of course, finally, they have flesh tone printed on heads that is actually the right shade. For years, they struggle with this. I am, blown away with how good it is now. Again, there are some things I prefer in older figures. I think especially, for things that I don't, I won't go into this right now, but I think stuff like on the Rivendell set, I prefer some of the older figures, but these figures that they have done for the Avengers for these recent Infinity War sets have been a great upgrade. I just wish like Captain America would get leg printing. Other than that, these figures are substantial upgrades. It's absolutely amazing. Speaking of the biggest upgrade, the new Hulk. This is my first time getting one of the new big figs that actually have a proper head. It is great. I mean, just look at that. It is amazing, amazing, amazing. I hope at some point we'll actually get big fig dual face prints. That would be absolutely amazing, especially because he has hairpiece. Typical arms and hands we've come to expect from a big fig on this newer big fig body. It is amazing. Substantial upgrade from the old one, which again, I bash Lego for things, right? But when they do something right, I am very happy to gush about it. And speaking of doing something right, this set's build. I mean, because I've spent 4 minutes and a half, 4.5 minutes just talking about the figures. Now we're talking about the build. And I like this build. So first off, I enjoyed building this. I know that should be, a obvious thing with Lego, but I don't enjoy building every set. This set I enjoyed building. I mean, look, this mouth, it opens, it move. I mean, which again is the basics, but like this is something I've always wanted from Lego, and I really do like it. I mean, there's great articulation. We have these flight stands to help keep it up. It is so satisfying at the very end of the build process when you're pushing all of these down. Love, 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 love the spikes. We have 2 stud shears, not my thing, but let's just fire it off for the heck of it. Yeah, they fire like stud shooters. We also have these wings, which again you can use for so many dynamic poses. That's the thing with this. Why I'm gushing over this is dynamic posing. I cannot wait to get, the Avengers Tower, have a setup in my city, because I'm gonna get like 1, 2 of the, I'm thinking I might try to get something like 2 of these, because again, you can dynamically pose these so well that you can really get, action out of it. I mean, even you can kind of raise bits it up, have it like swooping down. That is great. I think, well, okay, it's great until that, but it's great how Lego recently has been hitting these like creature builds out of the park. It is amazing. I mean, I remember, the Legends of Chima, those legend beats going, oh, it's not going to get better than this. Oh, it absolutely has. But yeah, now I'm just going to quickly get this set back up, except for Loki's cape. Silly cape. You don't deserve to be put back on Loki. Getting this set back up. I think that for $50, this price is steep. However, we always have to, remember, we are paying the big fig tax. There is more money for a figure like Hulk than a figure like Chitauri. Chitauri is cheap. I'm glad they threw one in. I wish they threw in 2. The Chitauri at this point is a figure that, the Avengers Tower I think has 5 of them. They throw them in multiple Infinity Saga sets. Just give us 1 more. It's a nice figure to just kind of pad out how a set, how valuable a set feels without having to throw in like Iron Man or something. Just throw in a second Chitauri. I mean, it's not much, but I would still say the set feels worth it for the price. And that is actually great coming from me, because again, I keep complaining about Lego. Lego's too expensive Lego's too expensive these days. This feels well priced. I genuinely didn't think I would enjoy this as much as I did. I just thought it'd be, oh look, it's a set from the Avengers. But yeah, this is amazing. Amazing set. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.